Well, a very good afternoon and welcome along to this afternoon's auction here at Bayleys in Takapuna. It's an absolute pleasure to be here working alongside the good team at Bayleys on the shore. A few introductions around the room before we begin today's proceedings. On my right, you'll leave Chanel in charge of the all-important technology. We're joined in the room also by Hayden Stanway, our regional manager. Welcome to you, Hayden, operational manager Paula Morrison, and national auctioneer Sam Steele. A number of the team from the Bayleys group also join us here. So if at any point you have any questions, queries, or would like assistance in any of your endeavours, wave out to one of the team. They're more than happy to help you however you may need it. Today's auctions are going to be held in accordance with the REINZ Auction Best Practice Guide and of course that Bayleys auction policy that you've seen. Accordingly to that conduct of auction, I would now direct your attention. We're having some slight technical difficulties as I see, so you'll just have to follow me if you can deal with that, of course. Today's auction, well, it will come as no surprise that we offer the property for sale subject to a reserve price. Subject to this price being met, the highest bidder, whose bid I accept, or they will be the lucky purchaser. As the auctioneer, I may nominate the sum by which the bidding can be raised, and I may refuse any bid I don't deem to be in the best interests of our owners. Should anyone here be bidding via proxy, i.e. the telephone, I'll be sure to make that abundantly clear to you when that occurs. I am aware of one telephone bidder being handled by Sam Steele, and as I said, I'll make sure every time that occurs, you'll be knowing and be confidently knowing that we've seen inside of all the relevant documentation there. So as I say, be confidently on that basis. The owners have also given me the right to place bids on their behalf. This is what we refer to as a vendor bid. It will only ever occur below the reserve price, will be clearly identified, ironically, through the term vendor bid. No confusion there, and that will only be placed at levels well below that reserve price, so bid confidently knowing that. The vendor may withdraw the property at any time before it's sold, and in doing so without declaring the reserve price from which we work. And should a dispute arise concerning any bid, we'll simply re-offer the property at the last undisputed level, move forward from there. Now the purchaser, on completion of the auction, I'm going to ask you to do a couple of things for us. First, sign your name on that contract that Joan would have provided you, and secondly, pay that deposit being 10% of the purchase price unless prior arrangements have been made. Of course, I'm not aware of any on that basis. And that's the terms of engagement for today. Any questions, sing out on that front. But let's move through now to our first lot of the day. Again, as I say, some slight technical difficulties. You'll just have to join me, use your imagination. We've all been to the property. But it's the property known as 2x3 Stanley Ave here in Milford. More formally described as a cross-lease in fee simple, comprising 1/3 share, 963 square metres, more or less. It's otherwise known as Flat 2 on deposit plan 57180 and Lot 3 on deposit plan 56658. Of course, I would take your attention to clause 21 of the further terms of sale in regards to the extension the neighbours applied on the property. The current owner has given their consent for this, and that's why it's not currently reflected on those flats plans. The channels included in the sale, they're as per that documentation Joan has provided you, and it's vacant possession you'll be enjoying here on the 17th of July 2020, not too long to wait at all. An opportunity certainly awaits here in Milford, strategically located, a few minutes stroll down to the Milford village, that nice flat, easy walk, no streets, no sweat on the walk. You're complemented by the fabulous schools only, of course, that's Westlake, some of Auckland's best schooling profit up for you to enjoy. Underpinning the property's value into the future, certainly appealing to a wide range of families and investors alike. But the property itself, neat as a pin, inside, plenty of room to be updated. If you've got that eye for creativity, some fresh touches will apply plenty more potential to it, of course. You've got that, it's not quite an exclusive use, but you've got that fencing which makes practically the same thing for you to enjoy out that north-facing exterior and enjoying those sun-soaked days, entertaining as a breeze. But I'm in your hands now, looking for an opening bid, opening offer to get us underway at 2x3 Stanley Ave. What's the figure to get us started? Where do you see the value here? All at once, please.
450.
450. I wouldn't take a bid at 450, ma'am. We know the property's clearly not for sale. If they double it, we might be talking. But at 450 is certainly not for sale. Ambitious though, I like it, opportunistic. Happy to work with you. 650, place for a start, and I'll work with you at 650. I'd like your number better, man, but with 700 be you in. But $650,000 with my lamplighter on the right hand side of the room. Is there 700 to move us forward? I can see him laughing, but I just want to see him bidding here. Is there 700, I should say, 650 on bid though, on the right hand side. Is it 700 to move us forward, or are we done here? First call at 675. 675, okay, happy to work with you there, moving the 25s. He's just made it easier to come back, man. Is it 700 to move us forward? Only half of the private to go. But there we are, at 6 3/4 on the right hand side. Herbert's been 700 now, easier step to take. First call though, at $675,000 with the phone bidder on the right hand side of the room. Second call is at 700. It's never one and done in this room, man, I can assure you, bid me now. Third and final call at 675, is at 700. I wouldn't take a 5 at this point, just trying to get you close to the buying zone, of course. Give me 700, but it's $675,000. If I don't see any further bidding, I will be pausing the auction. I won't place me your bids at this level. I'll pause the auction, have a chat with the phone bidder, see if we can't get them home. What is it? 690, not at this stage. Still a little way to travel here. If you're that close to 700, I would have thought another 10, just a couple of handfuls will get you there. But it's 700, it's $675,000 on the right hand side. Okay, 700, there we are. Thank you and welcome to you at 700 now. 25 for started with you, and I'm looking for them to continue here. But it's 700,000, clean, neat, even. 725, 725, thank you very much. It's 7 1/4. 750 will be your turn now, sir. But back with confidence here. $725,000 the bid on the right with the phone bidder again. Is there 750 to go, or are we done? First call at 725,000. Looking for that 750. I'm not counting you out there either. I started here. We're just getting to know each other. $725,000, 750 with you, sir. I see a bit of movement over there. Very quick eyes. But it's 725. Third and final call at 725. $25,000 this stage.
I'm getting
10? Okay, 735. There we are. $735,000. The 10s are open to the floor here. Highest bid held with you.
750.
750. Bumper did you hear that? 750. He's not disturbed at all for a moment here at 7.5. I'll take the 10 as well. 760 this time. Bit by bit, brick by brick. 760 your opportunity, but 750 on the right hand side at $750,000. Sounds good here. First call at 750. Is it 760? Around the room we go, 760. Here we are. 4 in the race here. Take confidence from your competition. 770 will be your turn. I wouldn't take 5 at this point. 770 beats you to it, but 780 is your turn. You've got to be quick around here. But at 780, there we are. Down the middle, at the rear of the room at 780, 790. I'm waiting for it on the phone. 790, there we are. Almost immediately straight back. You've got to feel good at 800, and there he goes. Without hesitation. Is it 810? Where do we go from here? 810. 810, there we are. 820 will be your turn, sir. I need north and south, or east and west in this room. I don't see a lot of property on the shaking of the head. But $810,000 on the right hand side. I take a 5 at this point if that helps now. 815. Another 5, 815. 815, there we are. I recommend staying with the 10s here, go straight to 825. But $815,000 on bid. First one.
825.
825. Very good there. 8 1/4 to go. Where do we go from here? $825,000. Another 5. Take me to 830 here. That was he's just raising the phone to the air. Got to be quick around here though. 825. Sir, is at 830 on your behalf. Take me there now. 830, the opportunity. I'll give you a moment to reflect on the immense value on offer here. But at $825,000, if I don't see any further bidding, what I'll do is I'll pause the auction, clarify my instructions with my owner. But $825,000 first. Second. 830. Very well bid. Took him a while that time. 840 would be my recommendation, make it even straight to 900. But at $830,000, looking for the increment here to move me forward. First call, $830,000. Who bids me north? 840 would be the opportunity. So I please clarify my instructions at $830,000.
40.
840, here we are. 845. As we say, take confidence from the competition. Always buy what someone else wants. But $840,000. Sir, how about you? A 5 and 1 handful will get you around. 845 is a very good number and it's got your name right beside it, I can tell. Come with me now, take me there if you would. But 840,000, 845, that's with you. The property's on the market, won't get a second chance here at $840,000. Looking to go on the advance, or are we done here? But $840,000, 45, here we are. 55 will be the opportunity with you if you're sticking with the 10s. Don't shorten your stride now. But $845,000, we are on the market and we are selling away. First call at $845,000 on the right hand side of the room. Second time, I'll give the phone a moment to consider his value proposition here. Third, final call. Sir, I'll take 1,000 at this point. Very hard to value quality real estate there. $845,000, it goes at that bigger phone bidder. 847.5, a calculated bid here. Offer the same to you, take me straight to 850, that'll look good on the time. $847,500. First call, one more. 850, here we are, exceptionally bid sir with you. $850,000. Hard to shake this one, how are we going on the phone? Another 2.5, but $850,000, I will sell it away. First call at 850. Second time, third and final call at 850. Permission to sell your future asset via the phone. It goes at 850, it goes and it is sold at 850. Congratulations, sir. And that concludes our options for today here at Takapuna. Lovely to see you all out and about. We look forward to seeing you again here very shortly.